A couple of days ago, we gave you the bad news that EA wasn't going to show any Star Wars games during the EA Play Live 2021. We gave you the bad news, what people thought of that bad news, and why we weren't going to see any Star Wars games from EA this year. However, it seems that EA might have accidentally leaked something they weren't meant to in that tweet. And it's so subtle that I think it went under the radar for many people. So in today's video, let's dive into what EA exactly leaked and how it relates to the sequel to Jedi Fallen Order. So here is the dreaded tweet. On July 15th, 2021, EA Star Wars said, "We won't be showing any new Star Wars games at EA Play Live on July 22nd, but all of us look forward to celebrating with you next year when we share our vision for the galaxy far, far away." Seems pretty simple enough. There's not going to be any Star Wars games at EA Play Live. So what is the next biggest game convention coming out this year that is just after E3? Well, that award lies with Gamescom, which is scheduled to be on Wednesday the 25th of August all the way to Sunday the 29th of August of 2021. And Star Wars games have been announced at this convention. We got to see the gameplay trailer of Star Wars Squadrons at Gamescom 2020. So perhaps we might see some Jedi Fallen Order here? Well, the answer is no. And this comes down to what they might have accidentally leaked in the tweet. Whilst everyone was focusing on no Star Wars games at EA Play Live, just after it they said, "But all of us look forward to celebrating with you next year when we share our vision of the galaxy far, far away," indicating that we won't see or hear any Star Wars games from EA until 2022. And that's quite a significant amount of time. We've only just reached halfway through 2021, indicating we won't hear anything from EA for another 6 months. So if that's the case, when will they show off Jedi Fallen Order 2? And the answer is looking like they'll show it at Star Wars Celebration, an event that will be happening on the 26th of May 2022. That is quite a long time, 10 months in fact. But the reality is, thanks to the pandemic, it's probably likely we won't hear anything from Jedi Fallen Order 2 until then. And as we mentioned in the previous video, that's quite concerning considering Jedi Fallen Order is soon to turn 3 years old. But all of this information, when aligned together, all makes quite a lot of sense. With many speculating that Jedi Fallen Order was going to release next year in 2022, this theory was crushed during an insider journalist report that suggested Jedi Fallen Order 2 won't be coming out until somewhere in 2023. We made a video about that, saying that we didn't really believe it, and that it would be very likely that the game will come out in the holidays of 2022. But as the pandemic has showed us, even the greatest game development companies are also suffering from all of their staff either having to work from home or be completely furloughed. Which is why we previously mentioned big games like God of War 2 and Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 all had their release dates pushed back by at least a year. But it's also quite likely that Jedi Fallen Order 2 won't be the only game EA will show during the Star Wars Celebration event. Many are expecting another smaller AA game from EA as well, which is the spin-off project from Battlefront 2. These rumours came into fruition thanks to evidence of the Battlefront 2 campaign actors being brought back into EA for motion capture late last year. And the reason we know this isn't Battlefront 3 is because EA explicitly said they're not working on that game. And it makes sense because EA spent a lot of money on that Battlefront 2 engine, so getting the most out of it seems quite imperative to them. But other rumours suggest that we might see a Star Wars Squadrons sequel as well, and that being AA games with no live service is quite unusual for EA, making people believe that this is a feeler type game, helping EA decide if there's enough of an audience for a flight simulated Star Wars game. And the answer is yes, because Star Wars Squadrons sold extremely well in its first few months, way beyond EA's expectations in fact. And what makes this even more obvious is that EA Motive Studios, who made Star Wars Squadrons, was working on a whole new non-Star Wars game and had been in development for quite a few years. After Star Wars Squadrons released and it turned out to be very successful, EA cancelled that game, suggesting that EA Motive Studios now might be working on a sequel in secret. There isn't enough evidence to suggest this, but it certainly adds to the list of what they could be showing at Star Wars Celebration. Overall, it's quite a big statement from EA Star Wars Twitter to say that there won't be any Star Wars games from EA until next year. That is a huge, long wait. And we know they're not going to show it at EA Play Live 2022, that's just too far away. So Star Wars Celebration in May definitely makes a lot of sense, especially when they've got so many TV and movie trailers to show at the event. A video game trailer could be a nice break away from the medium. Besides, the time for Star Wars games is still quite unknown. Yes, we have Star Wars Hunters coming out this year, but who's to say we won't finally see the Knights of the Old Republic remake trailer from Aspyr? Because, plot twist, it could just be a mobile game, and mobile games don't interfere with EA's licensing agreement. But these are just theories of my own. Overall, I'm 90% certain we won't get any Jedi Fallen Order 2 trailer at Gamescom in August this year, and I'm 90% certain that we definitely will see the first ever trailer to the sequel on May 26, 2022, 10 months after making this video. But this is where I pass the question over to you. What do you think about this news? Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think there will be some Star Wars announcement at Gamescom 2021? Or do you not like the idea that Jedi Fallen Order 2 won't have its first appearance until May 2022, and that the release of the game might be delayed until 2023? Let me know your thoughts and opinions on the topic and all of the theories in the comments down below. I read all of them and I'll try to get back to some of you as well. But besides that, guys, I've been Charlie, you've been watching EcksToo, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, guys.